direct box, the other violin. I guess the percussion.
This thing?
Or no.
Wait. Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. 12. Why are you on top? This one is the keyboard on the floor. And then finally, 14, the violin, the direct one, so yours. 16 is the... Yeah, do yours, and then I'll tell him that we forgot to do yours. All right, with the wrong word. Yeah, now do your keyboards, the one that I forgot. Guitar 7, which is yours. You're just going to want to test this mic again. I guess we'll just bring it closer to you guys so they can pick it up better. So this one, if you guys could test it out again.
Like creeped in.
Make sure if you have cell phones,
the volume.
Turn
One of the
them
most
off
volume.
or turn them down. Okay. Keep them on vibrate or something.
You might want to use them.
If you want to use them, go ahead and use them.
If somebody goes and vibrates, you have to keep it up. Actually, maybe I will use my
You know, I'm going to play my paper money too. I've got 200 Danish kroners, so it's $30 right here.
Whoa.
Little large, so.
Yeah, sure.
All right, now he wants all of you as a group, I guess, to do something. So I know it's sort of...
All right, so let's just, we'll start with downbeat, okay?
About a minute and a half. It doesn't have to be...
Oh, a minute and a half. This You can do 90 minutes delay on the Eisenhower in a minute and a half, right? Okay. 1, 2, that's good.
That's the hardest one. Stopping.
No, yeah.
You stop.
You go for the big finish, just go ahead.
I know. I
Question.
realize I just throw the effect out.
Are these
So it's like
specific notes or just low note or high note? No, this one is low note. This low note. Nobody was going low. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, nobody's going low. So remember, this is sustained low note. You guys are too high.
Yeah.
This is low.
13.
This is high. When it comes to here, it's low. That's in low. Nice. Sure. Oh, Danish Ebola.
What?
Was it
Oh, I know.
I saw that.
Danish Ebola.
What?
I just saw that picture.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What do we do for that one?
Whatever
Show
you
up and have
want,
diarrhea?
whatever you want, but I'll
Danish
one
Ebola is
specific.
whatever you want.
I've got specific ones for you too. You know, I got this one too, which is,
Oh, right.
that one. I've got that one too. So, you know that one.
Alright guys, we're all set. It's just a matter if you guys need like a cigarette break, a washroom break, whatever break.
Do you need to do anything? We're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yeah. The other thing is, when did you want to break so we can interview you guys?
I don't know. What you guys? Maybe after the second or third composition.
Okay.
I don't
In
know.
case we miss it, I guess you could give us a code word, like maybe say we are Sid Yiddish in the candy store. Handycam.
Yeah, you're listening to WZRD
Right.
with Sid Yiddish-conductor's Candy Store Henchmen.
Sounds great. Let me tell the DJ on air, and then we'll have you on there. Do you want the lights on, lights off?
Oh, we need the lights on because I
Okay.
will trip and fall. Also, if I cough or anything, I want you guys to follow me. Cough or sneeze or do whatever. Just follow
You're gonna
me.
do the clown one too, right?
Which one? Yes, yes, yes.
yeah, it's kind of nice to have a little scene.
Yes, yes, yes.
Even if it's an unintentional cough.
If I pick my nose, you can pick your nose, okay?
Does it have to be the same nostril, or can we improvise?
It has to be the left, not the middle. Okay. I think only Planet of the Apes have middle nostrils.
We're gonna do an Eye of the Tiger cover.
Yeah, actually, we're gonna do Rocky covers.
Is that you being Rocky? I love that.
Yeah.
I saw Rocky for the first time like a couple weeks ago. The movie's messed up.
Yeah, that movie's fucked up.
That's great. That's great.
That weird girl he goes on a date with.
Tell us. That's tell us your yeah. but that's not what it's
Beat
about.
Rocky, what's
It's about the journey.
Coming.
It's about the journey.
Beat Rocky.
I've never seen it.
Massacre on Pompeius.
I've seen it's like a movie about a guy with Down syndrome, like dating the girl, like
His fish. He's like throwing shit in the fish tank. Like, there you go, eat up. It's like a piece of meat.
That's really bizarre.
You know, it's
He's like lecturing that 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, right? What do you call
You
it?
act like
Coconut
trash,
head?
you're gonna be trash.
Hanging out with
She's
those
like 12.
Coconut head, right?
Yeah, he's like
Burgess Meredith did a great
hanging out with a bunch of coconut heads. That movie is fucked up.
Yeah, you're gonna be a coconut head.
God. Half the time I didn't know what he was saying. I'm like, okay.
It's got like a Forrest Gump element to
Yeah.
Anything's better than Death Race 2000.
Better or nothing is as good as?
Well, he was in that one. He was in that one.
Oh,
Before that, before the Rocky films. So they did
You're on the air, Sid.
Good evening out there, WZRD radio fans from all over the world, whether you're here in Chicago or out there in Aarhus, Denmark. We are Sid Yiddish and his candy store Henchmen, and I would really like the pleasure to introduce my henchmen to you right at this moment. On small instruments, we have Chad Chambers. And on electronics, we have Chip Nipple. On synthesizer and keyboard, we have the Reverend Magpie. On violin, the man with the most potential, wearing an orange wig and green pants tonight, and white shirt. This is Yitn Mitn Fidl. On black electric guitar, we've got 13. On viola, Viking Dentist. On foot keyboard, Dr. Nothing. On acoustic guitar, we have the Slurve. And of course, least but not last, on flute and thumb piano, we've got Dennis the Menace. And I am your most obedient servant, Sid Yiddish. I will be conducting the band using physical gestures tonight, and so I would like to start off this this set with something I call Rov Guitar.
What?
Wolf Guitar. Wolf Guitar. Wolf Guitar.
Whoa.
Okay, that was Wolf Guitar. You might have heard those flitter, flutter sounds that some of us were making. I was actually playing a $1 bill, a $2 bill, and a 200 Danish kroner dollar bill, which is like $30 in American money. So that doesn't tell you too much. But let's move right along here. And this is one, speaking of Denmark, where I just was for about 5 weeks. This is one called Danish Ebola Nam Nam. Ebola Nam Nam. I see we have the presence of a DJ.
Yes. And we'd like to thank Sid Yiddish and his candy store Henchmen for appearing on WZRD in Chicago. Excellent show, and I really enjoy creative types of music like this. I heard you were on. Is it America's Got Talent?
Yes, we were. We tried out in May of 2013. I believe I only had 7 henchmen with me at the time. Some of them were here. Dr. Nothing was there. Chad Chambers was there. Oh, yes, of course. Yitn Mitn Fidl, when he was in another capacity. Yes, of course, and Viking Dentist in another capacity. When he was there in a former lifetime. Everybody else was just kind of. The other ones we had, I'm trying to remember, Jose Gomez, I think, was there. And Dream Days, I think, was another one. I think those are the only other 2 that were there, yeah.
How was the performance?
Well, Howard Stern didn't exactly like us, and he told me that we need new careers, and but he did say that Yitn Mitn Fidl was the guy with the most potential. So, and I asked him if he'd ever heard of John Cage, and he told me that he said you belong in a cage. So it was definitely a good day for us.
Right, and apparently he had never heard of John Cage or even other acts like John Zorn or other.
I don't think Nick Cannon, the backstage host, had ever heard of John Cage either. I seem to recall that.
Wow. And what other appearances have you been on?
We've done the Mancow Experience that was formerly on Fox local WFLB TV. We did that a few times. We've done other radio shows. We've played the Green Mill. We've done Gallery Cabaret. We've done Phyllis's. Guys, do you want to join in? And because I don't remember everything. So.
How was Mancow? Was he receptive?
Yeah, very. Oh, yeah, very much so. He really loves what we do.
Wow.
He's really. I know what he can appear like, but he does have a heart down there somewhere.
Yeah. And how was your trip to Denmark? And how many other times have you been on like big tours? And how are the fans over in other parts of the world?
Well, I have to say that first and foremost that Denmark is my main fan base, as opposed to America. It's not that I'm not loved in America. It's not that we're loved in America. I don't think the Americans get what we do. Right. I think the minority does. Second time to Denmark. First time was 2010. I did bring the Henchmen method over, which I taught it to a Danish punk band, and they got it. They sounded nothing like my boys here, and but my boys here I love, so I forgive a lot of things that they don't do. That's okay. Go ahead.
In regards to your performing style, I mean, for people at home who don't have the visuals, could you please explain to them what makes you so special?
Well, I conduct the band using physical gestures, which means hand gestures, and their job is to interpret the gestures as such. So, example, I'm going to give you an example. So, if I do something called atonal, which is say a square, and then I put a wave into the box, then they all interpret as such. So how about we give a demonstration?
You're doing this with your hands, Sid. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Right, I did say that.
Oh, I wasn't paying that.
Well, see, this is a problem of my American band. They pay attention to Denmark. I don't know what it is.
Sorry.
It must be that e-cigarette or something, All right, so folks at home in Radio Land, I am drawing an imaginary square with my index left and index right, and then my left hand makes this wave in a box. And so we'll do it again. So we'll do it like here, okay? So you can't really see this tone, but just try to imagine. I know you're all there listening, all of you folks in Denmark anyway. So let's do this.
So in regards to the style, I mean, would musicians know? Oh, that's a Sid Yiddish style. I mean, have you copywritten it, or I mean, are you known throughout? Basically, do they know that you originated this style, or did you get influenced by a person?
I think the safest bet I could say was I was influenced by Weave Orchestra, the sound painting, which is the Walter Thompson School of Sound Painting, and also the Scratch Orchestra, where I played for a couple of years actually with Viking Dentist, because that's where we met, and I've just over the years I've kind of developed this style, and instead of calling it the Sid Yiddish style, that's just that's like spaghetti, you can eat spaghetti and you can't do anything else with it. So that's my logic, but I just call it the Henchmen method because that's where I developed it in my group, the Candy Store Henchmen. The name Candy Store Henchmen comes from it's a place called Bolsjebrikken, which is in Copenhagen, and that stands for candy store. So it's actually a Danish name. And Henchmen just is Henchmen because formerly we were called Sid Yiddish and his Crack House Minions, and it didn't quite work, and because it was a crack house, where we played. So Henchmen just kind of popped up in the middle of nowhere, and I took it.
I know you do have stuff that is recorded. At least I saw stuff on a Bandcamp. What you recorded, do you try to replicate what you recorded, or is each performance completely different from what you recorded?
I think it's safe to say that each performance is fairly different from each one. I know we have at least 20 different versions, for example, of 90-minute Delay on the Eisenhower, or Flight of the Satanic Squirrel. But it does sound similar in some ways, because I think everybody kind of has their own voice to it through instrumentation and their vocal cords. And so I guess it sounds similar, but I think it depends on the length and stuff like that.
And the compositions are repeated a lot, but really we're improvising every time. So it's going to be different every time. Now, how different it is up to the individual player, but you never get exactly the same performance twice.
Always different lineups too.
Yeah. So each person, I mean, say for example, you just mentioned 90 minutes on the Eisenhower. Each performer knows, okay, there's going to be some violin in it, some keyboard and whatnot.
No, actually, as the Slurve says, that we do have different players every single performance. So we've only rehearsed maybe 4 times. And every time we just come together, we just come and play. I run the signals. I run the signals over to them, and we just play. And once in a while, I'll have a new one. Like this new one I have is called Danish Ebola, and it's just like I guess it looks like I'm holding a string, and I'm pulling the string up. So it's almost like a J coming out of my mouth, like a sideways J.
Like you're making a balloon animal.
Yeah, almost like a balloon animal. Yeah.
So when you do write a composition, do you have a vision in mind? Like, okay, I want...
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely... I have a sense of general direction of where I want to take it. It doesn't always go that way.
There are certain compositions that have recurring motifs, like specific dialogues that are unique to one composition, or specific signals. But generally, other than that, they're all improvised and not interchangeable, but... they vary wildly.
Mike wasn't picking me up.
I wasn't picking up. Should I repeat it?
Yeah.
So if people are interested in learning more about you guys, where can they find more info on Sid Yiddish and the Candy Store Henchmen?
Generally, right now, we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook fan page, which is Candy Store Henchmen, or Sid Yiddish and his Candy Store Henchmen, I believe. And I think that's the easiest thing. You can also Google us. We're on YouTube. We've got a playlist on YouTube of over 52 performances, I believe. And if, in general, they can Google us because we're all over. We're like a bad rash. So.
Since you guys are such a large group, I mean, how often do you get together and have a performance? Is it, you know, a few times a year? Is it a monthly thing, or?
I think it really depends on when I can get the gig and when it works and when it doesn't work for all of us. So, as I say, not everybody, we don't always get the same people. Like for example, I can never get the Slurve and Viking Dentist together.
Until now.
Yeah, until now. Those guys are a rarity. So is, in some cases, so is the River Magpie. Sometimes it's tough to get him too.
Do what I can.
But so like our core members, like Chad Chambers, Dr. Nothing, and I guess relatively, and of course Yitn Mitn Fidl, and more recently Chip Nipple and Dennis the Menace, and of course 13. There are generally core members. I mean, originally when we started, it was about, I want to say about 6 or 7 guys and a female German Shepherd.
So what's the smallest amount of people you've had in a performance, and what's the largest you've had in a
Two.
performance?
We had two. We had Yitn Mitn Fidl and Chard Remains, who did percussion. And I think the most we had was 14. And, oh man.
I think it was 20.
What, 20?
Weren't there so many bonus people that it was closer to 20?
Which performance?
Here.
Was it here?
Yeah.
Well, but no, they were running cameras and stuff, so that doesn't count.
Ah.
I think the most was at Mancow Experience, where we were 14, where Mancow and Chips and Left were made honorary henchmen, so that was about 14. Broke our all-time record.
That's a good point.
Oh well, yeah, we had the hosts and then all of the guests. We had the band 7 Horse sit in with us.
Yeah. So that was maybe more like 16.
Yeah.
16.
Something like that. Yeah.
One of the things that makes you special is, you know, you have a wide variety of instruments. Just looking at you, Sid, could you please tell us what instruments you're playing, or basically what household tool it is?
Yeah, household tool. Household tools. I've got a keychain here. I've got 2 Vietnamese jaw harps, which are pieces of metal, and one's a double tongue, and it kind of sounds like this. And I've got a broken trumpet here, and I've got a, I forget what you call this, tambourine. I've got a dying electric amp battery, 2 kazoos, 2 shofars, a vuvuzela, a wooden slide whistle, a French horn kazoo, 200 Danish kroners, a $2 bill, a $1 bill, a broom, 2 boxes, and a chair, and also my shoes too.
In regards to the money, is it the same bill that you use all the time, or have you spent it?
You never spend a $2 bill. Everybody fights to get them when you spend the $2 bill. You can never get them anymore. The Danish kroner is only worth $30, I think, right now, and this was given to me. It was emergency money, so I keep it in my wallet as emergency money. But it makes a great sound.
We also have another member who was playing windshield wipers.
Oh, yes.
What other interesting objects are you using today?
I've got the windshield wipers on the chair, which actually can make a lot of different sounds depending on what portion of the chair I'm playing. I've got 2 recorders, which I play simultaneously, a la Roland Kirk, and then the clapper toy like this, and a slide whistle.
So again,
I've done a lot more. This is just what I have for today.
Tell them what you've done.
Oh gosh, what have I done? I've done keyboards, drums, a few times.
Kitchen utensils are a big.
kitchen utensils, yes.
We had a gig on a podcast in someone's apartment where I needed some more instruments, and they said, "Here, you can use our kitchen utensils." So I ended up playing those.
We've also had people using window shutters and tubs, I think we've had. A lot of found instruments we like, and when we actually get real, like a real piano or something, we tend to use real instruments when we get them. I'm not saying that we don't have real instruments, but you can't drag a piano around.
I'm surprised you haven't introduced a washboard.
I have never thought about bringing it.
Someone did it
yeah.
one time, I think.
Yeah. Cousin Bones did it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But again, the band's name is Sid Yiddish and the Candy Store Henchmen, and
his Candy Store Henchmen.
and his Candy Store Henchmen, and your Facebook page is the same.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. You want to perform some more music for us? It'd be wonderful.
Absolutely. Okay, let's do an old Henchman favorite. Henchman standard. This is called 90-minute delay on the Eisenhower.
Yeah, no, just getting in there. Thanks a lot. Oh my God, just let me in the freaking lane!
Bitch, I'm driving.
Okay, like to carry on. You know, I don't know how many of you, oh maybe I think Dennis the Menace and maybe Yitn Mitn Fidl know this because they're slightly my age. But today is the 51st anniversary of the Beatles landing in America. So, like we should do this rousing version of Yellow Submarine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We are living
Okay, so it's a bit draggy there. Okay, I think we need a good pick-me-up, so let's do another great old henchman favorite. This is called Flight of the Satanic, Danish post-apocalyptic Jewish hillbilly New Yorkian Nipplian Mykel Boardian Danish Ebola Squirrel. Well, hello there, Mr. Squirrel. Be a good cat and stay away from Mr. Squirrel. Stay away!